All right. Welcome to Saturday morning Gentle Yoga. Let's take our seat, prepare for a few minutes of centering, change your shape, move just a touch, a little stretch, a little wiggle, until you choose a way to place your bones, to sit in stillness, to come home to yourself, to anchor your powerful awareness in your body and in the present moment for the next hour and a half. Make sure you establish comfort. So try this, try that, even sit in the chair until you're like, the body says, ah. Lower the eyes or close them down entirely. Closing out commitments, duties, to-do list for the next hour and a half. You're coming home to yourself to take care of body, mind, and spirit in this ancient energy movement practice of yoga. And as you sit yourself down and stop the movement, let's use the breath to help us arrive a little bit deeper. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. A little sigh as a release valve. Do several of these. Give yourself permission to let that come out. To let whatever you're carrying be released. Let's all do one more for good measure. And then just start to lean into your natural rhythm of breathing. And start with awareness of the body. Just a brief body scan with kind and soft eyes. No judgment. Sitting in the seat of yourself as the witness. You scan the body from top to bottom just to note where we start. Letting your scan include parts that are just fine or even feeling good, ready to challenge, ready to move, and any parts that are in need of TLC or extra patience today. Hold them all. Aim to hold them all with equal attention. When that scan of your body feels complete, no need to linger. You set the body aside and you turn this powerful engine of awareness to face within. You come within and you note the contrast. This vast, mysterious realm of your inner consciousness is the privilege of yours to explore across your lifetime. Enter into that mystery with awe and reverence, care, with care. And then we just acknowledge this, we touch into it, and we now connect. We connect our outer body to this inner awareness, this inner consciousness. It goes by many names. What do you call these parts of yourself? But we connect them with the breath, whatever the name they go by. The breath is the bridge. The breath weaves us into our whole and complete being all the time. Now we're conscious of it. So breathe in through the nose. Feel the visceral sensation of breath on the nose. Let it come in and expand you, and then send it out. this powerful life force, this invisible and ephemeral life force. Receive it and exchange it. Representative of our deep interconnectivity, we share the same breath. We are so deeply interconnected with each other, with our environment. But just feeling the breath come in and go out and link your outer body with your inner awareness. You might just stay with that, just that observation of your natural breath, or you might join me in a pranayama practice, shaping your breath. Breath is the one system, and the one of your many systems that is both involuntary and voluntary. It happens automatically, even when you sleep, and yet you can change its quality, texture, expansion, contraction. Let's see if we can expand it. The breath practice today is a pause at the top of the inhale. I'll invite you to breathe in for a 4 count, to pause for 1 or 2 counts, and to exhale for longer. So try a 5 or 6 count exhale. You'll notice that your next inhale is fuller, anticipating the pause. So let it be whatever inhale you take, and then that pause. Emphasize the pause, 1, 2 counts. Doesn't have to be long. And then a long exhale. Longer than your inhale. Use numbers if they're helpful. You get the idea of the ratio. I'd like you to do that 3 times on your own. Try to be aware of observing the effects of changing the shape of your breath in this manner. And wherever you're at, when you finish your next exhale, don't rush it. Let it be what it is. Let it be complete. When you're done with it now, we let go. Find your natural rhythm of breath. Bring your hands to meet at your heart in Anjali Mudra, and shape your posture here. So just a little taller through the spine. Maybe that involves lifting ribs away from hips. Maybe you roll the shoulders up towards ears and then over and back. Opening the heart. Soften those shoulders down and float your head. And with this posture, you've tilled the soil. You've created the right conditions to now call in an intention. A very powerful practice of directing your energy. A quality, a characteristic, something you could use a little bit more of this morning. What do you need? You might allow some personal intention to come forth in you, and that's good. Keep that. I also offer the fruit of the practice. The fruit of yoga is balance. So let's hold that intention, front of body, front of mind, as we practice today. I share this quote from the Tao Te Ching, the ancient Chinese text. What I fight weakens me. Whatever I cooperate with strengthens me. We begin our practice by joining our voices, joining our energy in the single chant of Om. Find your exhale. Inhale. Om. Breathe in when you're ready. On your exhale, the mudra falls, the eyes flutter open, and release your shape. Take an easy shape, a gentle stretch, a forward fold, anything you like. And then you'll work on finding your seated position, whether that is folded knees or anything that serves you. Get broad through the base, rock. Wake it up. Left, right, until you settle. Feel good. Feel that's a platform for the spine, and then send your arms out wide, your palms forward, and we'll do sun breaths. And pay attention. Remember, I told you that we'll be doing asymmetry, but we start with symmetry, and this is a beautiful symmetrical pose. So lift arms up. Mine are in the frontal plane because it gives my shoulders more space. Exhale, nice and slow. You might love to go out wide and make it lateral, but just try to meet where your body is and give yourself permission to edit. If you have a good idea, follow it. Inhale, lengthen. Make it lovely. Try to feel the soothing movement, body and nervous system of symmetry. And when you have finished, take your time, put your hands on your legs and soften everything and just notice. Now, cat-cow, we're just doing the seated 6 movements of the spine. This is from Qigong. Bent wrists, palms forward. Send the arms long, straighten them. And pull chin to chest and open the shoulder blades. Go ahead and round those shoulders forward. That's your cat back. Flip your palms, make a fist. Pull elbows past waist, fists to waist. Lift chest, maybe lift eyes. That's your cow back. Add the breath, exhale. Strong, long arms. You might round the spine more, pulling the chin down. And then when you're ready to inhale, flip palms up, make a fist, and emphasize this. Really emphasize. Stay here, maybe even breathe here in your cow back, and repeat. Notice that in order to do this pose, you really have to activate through your feet, through inner thighs, through the pelvis, to stabilize, to get the stretch that you want in your spine. If you wanted to do less, you certainly could. This is warm-up. Exhale, long and strong, arms forward, palms forward. Inhale, and this is the one I really want you to work on. The cow, the open heart. One more, please. Push forward. Exhale. Inhale. Open heart. Pull shoulders back. And slow release. Touch those legs and tune in. Everything soft and your awareness sharp. Moving on to the 3rd and 4th of the spinal movements, lateral left and right. Right hand to the ground. The first one, maybe we stay with a bent left elbow. Be willing to let this progressively deepen. Go to the left. A bent elbow just can keep us in the warm-up stage. Keep strong through hips, active through feet. As you go to the right a second time, and maybe extend the arm to 12 o'clock. And feel how you can add in with that. Strong foundation, side bend to the left. Go to 12 o'clock and reach out of your hip. And on, when you're ready, on the 3rd time to the right. Feel free to experiment with both of those previous positions and possibly add the 3rd toward the ear, even casting your gaze up to ceiling. Stay and keep breathing here. Or down towards your hand. Eventually, you use your strong core to lift the tower back up and explore this side bend just a little bit more. Notice moving through the shapes. Which one do you prefer? And then maybe a turn of the neck. Up or down or not at all. Remember the core. Squeeze it and let that be that initiator of the movement, and rest. Checking in, just noticing a little bit more aliveness. All right, and then a twist. You feel free to change your position. If those feet or ankles or knees have said, when is she going to finish? You change. But you want to be strong for twists. I want a good foundation, so find something. Maybe you come back to Sukhasana and put your second favorite leg forward. Take your arms out wide, and if as long as you don't touch your neighbor, you might just have long arms. If you're close to the neighbor, then bend your elbows. Let this be light, only what you love. The body, as it warms up, guides you about wise movement. So here's the most important time to listen to it, to progressively get the blood flowing, to get that flow. One or two more. Light, light, loose, loose, until you're ready to do a more emphasized twist. So again, at the beginning of the practice, don't go hardcore on your twists. Lift your arms up, and come on back down. I want to do two things with this. I want to have external rotation of the shoulders. That's this, palms forward. And then I want to screw in the light bulb by turning the hands in. So feel that. You might even just do it like this, palms forward, palms towards you. When you add that little twist in, you're just rotating more. Okay? And so we'll start here with external rotation, strong lower body. Inhale to the right and lift the arms up and internally rotate as you screw the light bulb in. Notice that. And untwist, palms forward. I twist left when I'm adding these arm movements in. And I would like you to twist left. As you twist left, screw in the light bulb. Active through the foundation, untwist, palms forward, and repeat. Inhale, turn, internally rotate. Arms, shoulders, exhale, untwist, twist left. Internally rotate, lift up where shoulders agree to, and then release it all. Send it wide. Whoo, shake those shoulders. Circle them one at a time. Free up the neck with a little left, right. And then we're rising to standing. We're not really staying in table pose. So if you want to avoid table pose altogether, you could. If you would like to use this transition to experience downward dog, then meet me in table and lift up. And stretch your body, warm it up, bend knees, and walk the dog or sway the hips. And if you don't want to do that, then you would take a slow lunge step, or any way you like to get up. I want you to take your time with the transition, and for people in downward dog, eventually walk your hands towards your feet. And if you have already lifted up, please join us in a gentle forward fold, good generous bend in the knees, and warm things up. A little bouncing of the knees, maybe even here, one knee bends, the other leg straightens. A dangle or jiggle of the shoulders, which will shake those arms out loosely. Oh, that fascia is getting hydrated because you are allowing the joints to bend. Don't forget to give the neck some freedom. Shake that head. Shake and free it up like it would drop off if it could. And then, when you're ready, hands on hips, elbows up, and bend your knees as though you're lifting a 300-pound barbell. Just that awareness of lifting your upper body weight, and sweep arms out. And go slow, lift up, look up, hands eventually meet, and trace down this center line, your center, and land at your heart. Breath in, out, let go. Let's take a moment first to get rid of props. And I guess go ahead and get that chair. Put that chair, let's see, I need the back of the chair to be on your left side, 2 legs. We will be moving this chair, so I hope at home you don't have a super heavy chair. But I want 2 legs, you to have that within reach. You don't need to use it if you don't want it. But first, as you come to standing, just a little shake. This is what moves your lymph. You might find a better way to do it. But this is an ancient practice from Qigong. This jiggle, wiggle, shake, bounce, what do you call it? Thump your heels, it really looks a little crazy. And it's so worth it. So it's any amount, it's any level. Some people just shake at 5%, and some people really, you'll just listen to what your body wants until you've had enough, and you pause and check in and you notice. You just notice the effect of shaking. And then our sun breaths. Symmetry, palms forward. Shape your mountain pose. Shape your mountain pose. Everyone's mountain pose is unique. Feel your broad footprint. Use the bones in your feet to support the weight of the upper body by pressing pinky toe to outer heel, head over hips, and inhale. Little micro bend in the knees is really helpful for the whole structure. Exhale, slow. Feel this. Inhale. We start with symmetry, we start with feeling good, and then we disrupt it. One more. Inhale. Yoga loves to disrupt patterns and habits. Exhale. All right, and check in. Let's open the hip. This is not about balance, so I'd like you to hold on to the chair and just lift a little hip hike for the left leg. Check in with your head over your hips. Let your eyes be forward and your chest be up. This is just ease. You're just oiling up the hip joint. You do have to have a little flexion, a slight rise in this left hip. And then I want you to add the arm in, opposite. And if they start to do the same thing, you're going to catch yourself and you're going to make them go opposite, because that is better balance. So just tuning in, joints. All right? And pause. Now, just for ease, because I'm not going to have you move the chair for this particular pose, just turn around and do the other side. The inner leg. First, it's just the hip swing. And light and easy, wherever. If you are ready for big swings, you go there. And if you're just warming up, just let it be pleasant. And then add that arm. And as I've done this throughout the week, there are times where if I'm talking, it drifts and they come the same. But I catch and I stop because I want to imprint opposition. All right. When you've had enough, pause and turn back around to face forward. Hand might touch this chair lightly or firmly. Eyes up, chest up. We're lifting heels. We're lifting the outer arm to whatever place you want. And this inner arm could go to a T, but know where it is and lower. So you're balancing, symmetrical balance. Yay. Your body, your brain, your nervous system loves symmetrical balance. We're looking for good shape so you don't wobble like somebody surfing, and so that you're starting to tell your body, you can do this. Stay a little longer. Feel the support of the chair and feel how good you feel, and then maybe drift away. And having one arm high, one arm at a T is a pattern, a change. It's non-symmetry, and let go. And Marie, I do this a lot in my classes. Just notice having that chair there. Now that the chair's there, it's like I don't need it. But on days I don't have the chair, I'm like, woo! Feel it, squeeze in, activate muscles, and lower. And release and let go. Shift your weight, heel to toe, heel to toe. I guess I do want to do that the other side, and I don't want to change the chair, so just go ahead, put your opposite hand on the chair, it's your right hand, and let's go. Left arm goes up, heels go up. First, feel the chair and feel good. Feel the support, lower heels. Remember, you're just lifting and lowering, and then you use the variable of the hand on the chair to either tap away inches or have it just a fingertip, or go to a shoulder height like a T, and pause whenever it feels like a good idea. And notice you can always catch yourself and remain lifted on heels because that chair is there. In time, you slow down and set down and release and let go. Shake, 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 shake. I think those are Yeah, I think those are the main things I'd like to do. Now I need you to pick up your chair with mindfulness, even though it's lightweight. You face it, you pick it up, and you set it down, because we build the good habits as opposed to reaching from the side. We build good habits. We're coming into the pose of Parsvottanasana. So we're jumping right in. We're not doing a bent knee. We're keeping long. Having said that, I want you to bend the knee with tight muscles. So give yourself that permission to have the intention to challenge the back of the front leg and the back of the back leg to come in, to touch the seat of the chair. If you wanted to go deeper, you could just bend your elbows. Let's start with toes very close to the edge of the seat of your chair. Find your mountain pose and draw to the back body. Knowing we're going to forward fold, you emphasize the opposite. So good mountain pose. Take a breath in. Step your right foot back and put your heel down. Take time to adjust. You certainly don't want to be in a tightrope line. You want space. So finding that by adjusting and shifting. You can bend the knee. But when we do this pose, we're looking for a challenge of the back of the front leg. Lift up. You might like framing arms with ears, or you might come into cactus arms, whichever you prefer. Breath in. Exhale. Aim to keep a lovely long spine, broad shoulders, and bend that front knee as you encounter any tightness. Touch the seat of the chair, and let's go ahead and pull chin to chest and invite that little bit of rounding in the back. To rise, you might add a little bend in the front knee and lift up. And everything's active here, long and strong. Breath in. Exhale. And just feel it. When do you meet the edge of the muscles? Allow permission to have a micro bend in the front knee and see what happens for your hips, for your back. Pull chin to chest, round to touch. Then long spine will help you. A little bend in that left knee will help you. And maybe you add in a lift of the chin, which can lift or open the chest, a little baby back bend. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Parsvottanasana. With repetition, the muscles get a chance to get some more blood flow and more elasticity. Find your pose, a little bend in the knee or a little bit of challenge to straighten. And now I'd like to do like a softening. Both knees bend, both elbows bend. Your spine does whatever releases you, even your head softens. And then dynamically we'll flow to long legs, long spine, long arms, long neck, wherever you get to. And then soften. Round, bend, any expression, you just feel the softening. It should be easier. And then you stay where you are, but you straighten. Anything you can get to, and just notice. Stop where your muscles tell you to. One more soften. And perhaps you even come onto forearms. Some people can stack their fists and rest a forehead. And even in that relaxed position, you just start to feel the stretch. And maybe you add a little more length or not, but just breathing here, feeling wherever you get to until we're ready to put hands on the chair, to bend a little in the front knee, to squeeze everything, to lift with strength, with alignment, come up and lower down. Once hands are below shoulders, you are thoughtfully and carefully bending joints to come out as intentionally as you came in, and you pause. You just check in. If for any reason you're feeling a tweak somewhere, it's a sign that you've overstretched or overdone it. So on the second side, you do less. I'm going to face you. Anything you need to do to shake it out? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Anything, right? This is very important. It's not just me being silly. Shake everything. Try to get it to jiggle. And then set the mountain. Just like that. Light switch. on. Light switch off. Now it's on. Power, back body, left foot back. And a little rocking, a little shifting of the weight, a little stepping wider. You get to do all these variables. A little bending of the front knee. Get the stretch to the back calf until you're ready. And you know what we're doing? We're doing Parsvakonasana. Sweep up, open chest, strong back, maybe a cactus arms. Take an extra breath in. Fold forward. Think of your spine like a drawbridge. Keep it as is, but bend that right knee anytime you need to touch the chair. Pull chin to chest and just allow any kind of softening. But when we rise, you need strength in your legs and a long spine. Active core, rise. You can go ahead and add that eye lift, chest lift, baby back bend. Strong muscles, engaged muscles. Exhale. And just see the flow, feel the repetition. You add in challenge or you give a little permission to bend. Rise with strength and alignment. Hug. You know, the cue is wrap muscles around bones, around the nearest bone. And exhale. And then find the flow. Go slow. Going slow is harder than going fast. You have to slow your breath down. Bend and let's all soften. We're at that point now. Bend both knees. Around the spine. Bend your elbows. Anything that gives you just a little bit of release. And from that softness, now you lengthen. We'll do that a couple of times. Long spine, long arms, long legs. And then soften where you want to, where you can. And then inhale, lengthen. To the challenge that is right for you, not overdoing it. One more, soften, pull chin to chest, bend or bow where you can, and last time, inhale, lengthen. Feet broad across the chest, level through hips. And one challenge is to imagine you had a teacup sitting on your sacrum just to secure that SI joint, not to strain it. So maybe you bear that in mind as you come into your relaxed variation, the softest variation, bending that front knee, maybe coming onto forearms or even lowering forehead down. But wherever you get to, can you still invite levelness through the back hips? And it's an invitation. You are asymmetrical. All right. We're going to prepare to rise. To prepare to rise, you need length and active strength. So powerful legs, powerful core, pull the belly in. Rise up with strength and alignment. Release wide. Once your hands are under your shoulders, thoughtfully bending at the joints to step out just as carefully as you stepped in. And pause for just a moment. Sometimes it's just one breath cycle. Sometimes we need more just to tune in and feel. And then let go. These shakes are optional. You could do empty coat sleeves. What frees you up? What releases all the emphasis and the firm muscles? This is loosey-goosey. And then we'll take a forward fold with your feet underneath your hips. Drift arms out wide. This is symmetry at its finest. Bow. You might touch your own knees or lower or the seat of the chair. And just feel the fascia, the simultaneity of legs and spine. And inhale, rise. And let's go again. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees if needed. Draw ribs towards thighs. Point crown of head down. And rise with strength. Feet, legs, glutes, core, everything you got. Open up and release. Shake your shoulders, shake it out, let it go. We're going to do Warrior 3. And I would like you to turn your chair around so that you have the back of the chair as an option. I'm going to give you a profile. The back of the chair is at the top of your mat. Warrior 3, we're jumping right in. You haven't hardly had time to warm up, and we're going right into it because you can, and you can modify it. Warrior 3 could look like that T That could be you, or this could be you, or any variation, any angle, this relationship of the line of the whole body and one leg holding you up. You could use the back of the chair to do any type of expression. You could, when we repeat, you could go lower. Remember, you could do one hand out. You could do both hands out. You could do any variation. We'll do it 4 times, and I'd like you to progressively feel your balance improving. Use the chair. You know, don't fly no hands right away. Use the chair to let it help you strengthen your anchor leg and everything that's working. Remember, a little micro bend in your anchor leg. All right. Give me a little bit of shaking or a little reset, and then mountain pose. Near the chair, easily touching so that touching the chair doesn't already tip you. When you're ready, let's step the right ball of the foot back. Both hands might start on the chair. You might know that you're ready for one hand. It should be the opposite. Pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, and keep this all connected in a line. As you lift the back leg, the upper body tips forward in ratio. Even though you are bendable, you're trying to stay connected like a line. First one, bend that micro bend in your anchored knee, and come out. And if you're ready for more, you take it to the level that you want. We're doing 4. Same leg. Right ball of the foot back. Maybe you try cactus arm with your opposite arm. Core, glutes, all connected. Emphasize one line. Remember, your anchor leg knee will benefit with a little bend. Touch or tap away from chair. Release. Trying to use the chair to even, for me, it helped me land gracefully. I would have otherwise gone plop. So use the chair. 1 more, or 2 more actually. You might go a little bit deeper to the seat of the chair. Step that right ball of the foot back. Activate to hug all muscles to the spine. And come into your expression of Warrior 3. See what you can release or deepen. Really active, all muscles. Hug, wrap around those bones. Come out when you're ready. Set down. It's not about perfection. I did not land like, none of us are robots or mechanical. So allow whatever happens in your body. Celebrate what it does. Last one. I'm going to watch you. Step your ball of your right foot back. Lift your left arm and hold the chair. Begin to tip in ratio, back leg, front body. Active core, all muscles. Go to the seat of the chair or release a hand. You know the variable you want to practice. Keep breathing, keep wrapping those muscles around bones. And eventually you release and try to use the chair to help you land gracefully. And woo! Hands under shoulders, 2 feet on the ground. Mountain pose is symmetrical. Mountain pose is a rest pose. Use this pose now to moderate your breath, to slow it down. When you're ready, give things a wiggle and a jiggle. And if you don't like that shaking, do empty coat sleeves or anything you can think of. Dance. You can do fun, right? We take life so seriously, and I'm right there with everybody. Trying to remind myself not to. Okay. I'm just showing you the other side. You stay exactly where you are. Maybe I'll just face you. Let's do it together. Left ball of the foot back. And it's this action that connects your line. Pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, commit to the shape of the body, and then you just start to find the balance. A little micro bend in right knee. Touch the chair, tap away. Any expression, you might be warmed up now and ready to go deeper in the beginning. Release. Rest a moment. At least let a breath cycle come in and go out. And then with intention, shape your structure, your posture. your balance. And then in order for this to come into this balance pose of one leg with a back leg lift, a very challenging balance pose, you need flow. You need breath. So breathe, tap away from support, and slowly rise. You know how long to hold. Feel 2 feet, feel symmetry, and enjoy symmetry in between. I'm going to suggest one other thing. When you lift that left leg back, perhaps both hands start at the top of the chair, gently move down until you might even get to the seat. You'll know. Ready, left leg back, power to the whole line from top to bottom, from toes to eyes. And perhaps you join me in trying the hands at the top of the chair, hands to the arms of the chair. Always aware, broad shoulders, stretching where and lengthening where you can. And in time, we let go. Is that 3 or 4? 3. All right, one more. One more. If you've had enough, 3 is good. You just pause in your mountain pose and breathe. If you want to go again, pull together, find your best expression of support or no support. Tune in. What's strengthening you today? Use the props. Use support. It's around you. It's here. Get alignment. Strengthen your balance. Hug to the midline. Front and back body. And when you're ready, you come out. When that foot lands, let these hands go under shoulders and be conscious of your posture. Of good posture to breathe well, to do maybe one breath that lowers your heart rate. We really want to keep that quick and efficient return to the heart rate. We're going to keep training ourselves. Shake it out, let it go, free it up. The shake, shake, shake. Now, the next movement I'd like to do, this is good for weights. We're going to do wide-legged lateral bend. I did not bring weights, but I think I'll just use my props, my blocks. If you have weights and you want to use weights, this is a good time to add them. You step a little bit back from your chair. Holding blocks is just a good stretch, and a proxy for weights is, imagine you were holding weights. You would behave differently with a big weight overhead and leaning away from center of gravity. So even just pretending. Wide stance, parallel feet, bones. Bones in the feet is pinky toe to outer heel. If I were pointing out, I would be resting on no bones and not very good support. And bunions form in relationship to that no support. Your bones try to grow out to support you. So let's use our parallel feet. Put your head over your hips. Feel your mountain pose with a wide stance. And right hand stays down, left arm drifts out wide. Be thoughtful with weights. These are challenging extensions. Squeeze the block and imagine you were holding a weight if you don't have one. Compare this to our side bend seated. Slow release, especially with weights. That's the work, is the resistance there. Left hand stays down, right arm. You might pull it into the frontal plane if that shoulder was complaining. But find your expression, go slow, linger, even breathe into a second or third breath. And here's this very slow release for anyone who's holding a weight. And repeat. This is preparing us for triangle pose. Feeling that stretch from hip to armpit. But because of this wide stance, you might even press outer left ankle away and get a further stretch down the body. Slow release. Plug into your strength at your shoulder. Use your core and your low back. One more. Maybe a little micro bend in the knees. And I say that because I notice my own knees locking. Linger here. Push that right ankle just a little bit out wide. And come on down slow with strength, with plugging into shoulder, core, low back. Once your hands are down, let's heel toe yourself together. Put your weights or blocks on your chair and just check in. Check in. Feel the grip, right? What I shared with you is that grip strength affects the strength of your bones. So just feel the resonance of that good and beneficial habit to use your hands, your grip strength to hold things. Shake loose before triangle pose. You will have to remove anything on the seat of your chair before you lift it. You want the seat of the chair facing you. So in the studio, let's think. Yeah, that's fine. Just put it at the top of your mat. Seat of the chair faces you, and you face the midline of the room. And so I won't be talking left or right foot. I'm going to be talking inside foot near the chair and outside foot. So facing the midline, you'll either look to the screen or look up. Step wide and feel the parallel feet. Feel pinky toe to outer heel, emphasize big toe, and then the foot near the seat of the chair. My toes are under the seat of the chair. It depends on all of our mechanics, our measurements. But you can even bend down and see if you're in the right placement. If you didn't want to bend that low, if you had tight muscles, you could have a block here. And it just lifts the earth up a little bit. And if you don't want to use the chair, feel free to use your leg or go down further. I like the chair because I want you to look up and I want you to open up, and which feels so much more secure when you have a third party involved. Okay, ready? Good broad footprint. Feel your head over your pelvis. Drift your arms out to a T. And feel this stretch. Go ahead and stretch. Look up, stretch like a star, and then level gaze, plug in. Make a fist to remind you got to plug into the power to the torso. Now, look over your fist near the chair and lean forward and tip. That's a line. It's another line. Low front arm lowers as back arm rises. Bend the front knee if needed, and spider tip. Touch the fingers to the chair, find the block, take the top arm to the hip, please, and just start to feel the pose. Point the elbow back and maybe look up, just feeling the pose. Bend that front knee near the chair and rise with a strong core. Come on up and float down, and let us just explore coming in and coming out of this pose. Soften everything. And then power everything on, sweep arms out, stretch, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze up into hips, reach the front arm near the chair forward and lower. Allow a bend in that knee. A micro bend can do so much for then helping hip and low back open with a little bit more favorability rather than hurt. Top arm can go straight up to 12 o'clock, and because you're holding the chair, you might look up and feel really steady. Some of you might even take the hand back, behind you, which I wouldn't do if I didn't have a hold of the chair. And if it hurts, you wouldn't do it. All right, bend that front knee, look forward, neutralize, rise. Strong core. Rise and release. We're going to do it one more time. Get soft, turn off, and then turn it back on. Star, power, little lean, and a tip. Bend the knee if you need it, or is the back of that front leg getting a little bit more elasticity? Top arm, you can explore now to bring it toward the hip, or like a metronome, dial it toward the ear. Just see where is it delightful. That's what we're aiming for, steady and easeful. I just noticed my own arcing side body. The triangle pose is the front thigh, that is side body, and that arm. So try to lengthen from hip to shoulder. Okay, come up and out. Bend the knee. Bend the front knee. Come up and release. And check in. Feet can come parallel. A nice break is a wide-legged forward fold. If your hips have had enough, you could step together and do a regular forward fold. Take the variation that you love. Give the body release. Any kind of bending or rounding or side lunge. Just doing the one you love. Until you're ready to rise. To rise, we get the spine parallel to the ground. We activate strong feet, strong legs to lift that body weight up. And when head is over pelvis, heel toe together. Let go, march yourself around. Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around so that you are now, you know what you're doing. You don't need a visual. You're going to explore this pose on the other side of your body. Step wide, feet parallel, active bones. You'll be facing away. Well, you could do that. You could turn your chair. Turning the chair is fine, or just turning to face the other way. Toes under the seat of the chair. Toes under the seat of the chair, and bend the knee and decide if you're in the right place. Back foot should be parallel to short edge of the mat. Some folks like to pivot the heel back for freedom. Try it out and see which one is better for you. Okay, remember, triangle pose is keeping longish legs, but you have permission to bend here or there to allow your body to get a good stretch. Head over pelvis, drift your arms out to a T, stretch. And then make a fist and pull in, plug into your shoulders, to your hips, reach towards the chair, and then tip. In that same ratio, when front arm lowers, back arm rises. Bend that front knee a lot, and then a little, and just notice where your muscles say, that's enough, dear. Take the top arm to your hip, point the elbow back, and with a hold on the chair, you might drift eyes up. And then you go neutral, at least neutral, back to the original pose, and a little bend in the knee, and drift up. And drift arms down, and turn things off for just a moment. And then you're going to go back on again. And remember, when we are taking this shape, we are trying to get lines, long triangle lines of the front leg, the side body, and the arm. I say this to remind myself as well. You are curving forward, so it's natural curve. Float out to the T, plug into strong joints, lean forward, and tip. If you want to touch your own body, and that's just fine for you, please do the expression of the pose that works for you. Meet that front leg with a tiny little micro bend and explore top arm. What's the best placement from hip to ear? What gives you a stretch? Did we take it into the back plane? You might explore that, taking that top arm into the back plane. Any exploration is encouraged. Okay, and then make your lines. One last time, we're here. Try to stretch long from hip to shoulder of the side near the chair. And then a bend in the knee to come out with using everything you've got. Once upright, hands down, feet parallel. Wide-legged forward fold, or more like a uttanasana with your feet parallel under your hips. Find the release. Shake it loose. This is another one where you can shake that head, where you can bend at the knees. This is a reprieve, a release, symmetry after the asymmetry. Okay. And then I want you to bring your spine parallel and lift your body up. And then you're all potentially facing away, but I want to do Utthita Parsvakonasana just once. I'll take you through it on the other side, but since you're here, let's take the toes near the chair, point them out, bend the knee. You know what Utthita Parsvakonasana is, that extended side angle where you have a long back leg and a bent front knee. You might not use the chair, but I want you to do some cat-cow with your spine here, so the chair might be a friend. So when you feel good through your wide stance, drift your arms out, bend the knee like you're just passing through warrior two. Decide whether you'd like to bring that arm to your thigh, bent elbow, or your hand to the chair, bent elbow. Drift the top arm anywhere that's good for you. Get that long stretch through side body. Adjust feet if needed. Then the invitation is pelvic tilt. So tailbone forward and tailbone back. Okay, you should be getting a little extra stretch through hips, through thighs. This is about being curious. If it doesn't feel good, you wouldn't do it. I might not even see this, but I know you'll feel it if you're giving it a try. All right, power to the core. Power to the front leg to help you rise. Straighten that leg. Feet will come parallel when you're ready. Step yourself together. We are almost done. Tune in. Check in. That's a lot of opening to the hips. Enjoy the symmetry of mountain pose. Eyes come within for you to breathe and reset. And I need everybody to turn back to the other side. Some of us lift our chair. Some of us are just facing where you were originally. And Utthita Parasvakonasana, if you did not like all that tipping of the pelvis, and if your hips have had enough, you can just stand in your mountain pose. If you're joining me, your feet step wide parallel. Those toes for the other leg go towards the seat of the chair. You could use just a benefit of a little bit more space. You'll see if you want to try the pose yourself to come into it. But drift out. Look over the front hand like you're just about to pass through warrior two and lower down. Forearm to thigh is just fine. Hand to chair is a support as I ask you to drift that arm up anywhere you want, somewhere between your hip and your ear, and then pelvic tilt. Cat-cow, tailbone forward, tailbone back. Curious. If it doesn't benefit you, you would say, no thanks, Mo. In time, you still the tilting and you squeeze your core. You power through the front leg and you lift your upper body with alignment with strength. And you release, straightening, feet parallel. If you'd like to take a forward fold, you please take that, or just bring yourself back together and say, hallelujah. The hip opening's done. What could help you recover from hip opening is hip circles. Hands on hips. You could make it whole body. Try to feel toes, ankles, knees, hips, and up above those hips. Make sure you go both directions. How am I doing? Doing all right. Okay. Bend your knees and rise up. Now, I need your seat of your chair to be in the middle of your mat and you in front of it. So it's all symmetry from here, but I wouldn't say it's all downhill just yet. Okay, this is one of my favorite variations of using a chair for feedback. You may not use it at all, but it's there in case you do choose to use it. Let's put the block between, I'm echoing. Put the block between something. Your calves, your knees, your thighs. I think I should. We're going to do chair pose and have the chair behind us in case we want it. I'm getting some echo, so I'm going to mute. Okay. Okay, chair pose. If you are seated for chair pose, you are activating your muscles as though you were holding your weight, and you're going to be taking the shape of chair pose, really strengthening front and back torso, squeezing inner thighs and glutes as though you were holding up your weight. I want to show you. The second block could be something you touch. That's how deep I'm going to invite you to go. You may or may not join me. Chair pose is a squat. Me asking you to go lower just becomes a deeper squat. If your knees object, your knees win. Just let me demo it. I'll take you up or out. I'll take you into chair pose. Like you're trying to find that chair. You keep knees over ankles. You pull your belly in, lift your chest up, and let your gaze be at like a diagonal angle. Come wherever you want. We'll do traditional chair pose twice. And then I'm going to ask you to come into chair pose and go even lower with Knees trying to stay over ankles and hips going back. If it hurts you, pass. Okay, we'll do 4 of those. You could touch the chair at that point. So you might do that deep squat and you might go, hello, support, and then come up. Okay, and then the last thing we'll do is sit yourself down, sit that weight down, take that relief, and then stay here, but just lift your hips a centimeter, a millimeter, or an inch. And that's all the muscles that I want to strengthen. Inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, pelvic floor, you name it, it's going to help you. And it's such a simple thing. You might not even lift. Even the thought of trying to hoist up can activate the muscles. So this can be done at any level of capability. All right, mountain pose. Knowing you're going forward, draw back. Micro bend in your knees. Drift your arms up. Frame your ears, cactus pose, even airplane arms. What's best for you? Take a breath in. Exhale. Hips are trying to find the chair. You know what shape you take when that's the case. You could even bring a hand for proprioception. Okay, chest up, pull belly in, rise. Let's go down. This is your softness. Turn it all on. Inhale, stretch. Pull into the front body, pull the belly in, strong back, send the hips back. Normal chair pose. Come on up. And then I want you to go forward. So, ready? Hips back. Pull belly in. If you need to stop, you stop. But if you can push hips back far and go closer to the ground or the block, go. Rise. Your knees will tell you right away if that was a good idea. All right, and this next one, we'll do the same thing. Pull belly in, lift chest up. Send hips back. Go deeper if that's in your practice. And then enjoy sitting your weight down. Just feel that release. Feel your muscles soften. Soften your head, round. Soften your shoulders. Take this break. Take this reprieve and breathe with as much ease as you can. Okay, and then strong, broad shoulders, active core. Squeeze all the muscles in the pelvis and lift it a centimeter or an inch. And set down. We're going to do it 4 times, and I'm going to ask you to hold. Squeeze everything and rise. 1, 2, 3. Sit. Break. Take that breath in, breath out. When you're ready, squeeze. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set down. I'm counting fast, aren't I? That's how it works. Squeeze everything. Let's hold for 5. You count it. Stay just a touch. It's harder when you're really close. Squeeze your shoulder blades too. Let go. I think that's good. Is that 3 or 4? I don't know.
7.
Thank you for counting. Okay, let's sit down. Let's get rid of the block. Let's just sit in our chair. Go ahead and scooch back. Okay. Can you let go, but have good posture? When you let go in that chair, just notice how you landed. Because these are the things that we try to shape. We want the bones to be in good position to allow breath to flood in and lower our heart rate. And that's it. We're now moving our way down. You have a choice. You could do warm down in the chair and shavasana in the chair. And likewise, if you love to lie on the ground, then you get yourself up. One of our warm down poses is legs up the chair. It'll be the last pose we do, where your calves sit here. And so I would like to invite you to put the blanket there for softness. And then the second blanket could be for your head, if you like that. Of course, you don't need to use it if you don't want it. Our warm down is very simple. It's more about the restorative pose. guiding you into Shavasana. Little by little, make your way onto your back, or if you're staying in the chair, it's a good idea to bring your chair near the wall and try to get head support. That might mean a block. But at this very moment, that's not, we're not jumping right into that. I am offering a little bit of warm down. And I just want you to feel this transition step. As you set the props in the right place and lower your body and then lay your body down, you're invited to be in constructive rest with bent knees, feet on the earth. And just feel this. Your arms could be at your side, palms up. Of course, you're invited to take any position or shape you want to. I just want you to have the sensation of your weight being held, supported. You would adjust. If your neck needs support, put that folded blanket there. And then I just want you to tune into your breath the way we did at the beginning of class. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, audible sigh. And repeat that. And just feel that downshift. Feel how the breath helps muscles soften. You can do one more. Okay. If you have already made the decision that you're doing no further movement and you are ready to do your legs up the chair, that is your prerogative. That's fine. If you'd like to join me in some warm down movement, lift your feet off the ground and pull bent knees to your chest. Stay still rather than rocking and draw nose towards knees. Crunch the core and release the head. Still remaining as you are, flex and point the feet. Slow. Fullest range of movement. Add in circles, both feet and ankles going the same direction. We end with symmetry. It's pleasing to your body, to your brain, to your nervous system. Go the other way, both feet. Nice, slow, big circle of your ankles, thanking them for all they did to support us in those big lateral poses. Take your knees, hands on your kneecaps, and pull your knees wide. Let's address these hips. Just keeping hands on kneecaps, bring one knee towards your shoulder at a time. Send the other knee away. It's almost like a bicycle pedal, except that it's just knee towards one shoulder at a time. And then release that and rock both knees side to side. Now, symmetry. Massage that sacrum. Just check in with those hips. This is a baby happy baby with hands on your knees. If you'd like to do full happy baby, you can let go of the rocking. Take arms inside your knees and reach for your shins, ankles, or feet. And again, you have a choice now. You could rock side to side in happy baby, or you could push feet to ceiling and your hands pull those legs down, and you get a little bit of imprint of this challenging hip opening. You do what you need, right? You've had a lot of challenge, so maybe the rocking is the best way. And then the last thing I'd like to do, pull those knees together. Set your feet down as a supine twist. So arms go out to a T, palms down. The legs are invited to be like a single unit. So you just seal the inseam of the legs from ankles to pelvic floor with a squeeze. You could keep your feet on the ground for less challenge, or lift your feet up for more spinal challenge. Take the legs as a single unit off to the right. Aim to keep shoulder blades reaching toward the earth or on the earth. Set the edge of the right foot down or Or maybe put something underneath and then cast your gaze to the left and breathe. And wring out the spine and wring out the effort of the practice. Wring out any tension. When you're ready, the gaze turns to the ceiling. You use arms and core and leg power to bring those legs out of a twist. You could set the weight down. And then when you're ready, either keep feet on the ground for less challenge or lift feet up for more. Take the legs as a single unit off to the left and release weight as you draw right shoulder to the ground and look toward the right if your neck agrees. Take an easy breath in and out. And just linger a minute. Just feel your spinal column, your muscles, your waist, shoulder, neck. To come out of it, use support. Or let the feet just keep on the ground and you untwist. And we're warming down, so trying to find the movement of least effort. When your knees are pointing up to the ceiling, step a little wider and let the windshield wipers happen. Just let this be floppy. This is just a further release and imprinting of the mobility of all your vertebrae, of your hips and knees. One or two more. Okay, and now we have to think about how we're all going to get into legs up the chair. And in the studio, I can bring the chair towards you. If it's far away and you don't want to wait for me, then you roll to one side and you would bring that chair onto the mat and lift your legs up. This is nice to have maybe that second blanket instead of being underneath your, that looks good, Tara. It's right underneath the bend of the knees. That's good. I'm going to bring it closer. Sometimes people put a little blanket underneath their sacrum because we've had a lot of work. Or the blanket might be better served underneath your head and neck. That looks good. Angie, you look good. I'm going to bring your chair closer. A little closer, just a touch. Just at the knees. Good. Okay, and just take a moment. I'm going to do a little guided relaxation here. But just take a moment. As you get into this pose, adjust anything. If you need something and you don't have it in studio, you lift your hand. All right. So you're starting to settle into stillness. And as you do this, I'd like you to take a moment to remember some of the poses and the shapes that you placed your body in your practice today. Just a little brief remembering, and then release it. Poof. Gone. And now you're dedicating your awareness to your relaxation as I walk you down the body. Start with awareness of your face. Soften your eyebrows. Sometimes when I first start this and I hear that, I furrow my eyebrows, which is fine, which is the opposite, right? And you need to feel the opposite to invite the softening. Bring awareness to the corners of your eyes, the outer corners of your eyes, the outer corners of your mouth, and just soften them. Feel the edges of your nose. And shift awareness to the muscles of the jaw near the ears. And see if you can let those muscles soften a bit. Let awareness move to your scalp. This feeling, what you notice. You're looking for sensory feedback. If there's none, keep going. Move awareness to the front of your throat. And then move around to the space between the back of your skull and where it gets soft into neck muscles. The suboccipital ridge there. Just bring awareness to those muscles and imagine warmth or softness or ease in those often tight muscles. And now imagine you're slowly walking down the mountain of your spine. You walk your awareness down the 7 cervical vertebrae of the neck and all the muscles alongside them. Soften. Start walking down the 12 thoracic vertebrae, your ribs, your scapula, moving down to the low back, walking down the lumbar spine. Notice when you get to the flat bone of your sacrum, feel the soft mat touching, their sacrum touching soft mat level through this pose. Now soften the whole area there at the back of the pelvis by breathing into it, infusing it with your attention, your breath, and your healing energy. And the hips were challenged and open today. So just breathe levelness, support, strength into the hips as they return to symmetry. Now sense your legs. The backs of your legs were stretched. And give them ease now. Let all the blood flow back in and revive them. Feel the fronts of your legs, these quads, powerful muscles, and let them be at ease and resting, supported. And now your knees. So much movability, so much big joint. Soft knees, supported knees. Feel lower legs resting on the seat of the chair. With gratitude, acknowledge your ankles, how they help you with your balance. And here with the feet, I invite you to linger even longer, to feel any sensations you can gather and collect on the soles of your feet. The soles of our feet are a map of the entire body. Feel alive and vibrant because everything's flowing. Now, if you'd like to, you can stay in this shape and pose for your Shavasana, or you might like to transition to a traditional Shavasana. With the sound of the bell, invite in a fuller breath and release it. Feeling that shift, that welcoming in of awareness closer to the body. You start to move very gently and slowly. Perhaps it's turning the head one way and gently the other way. You can then move items at the periphery like fingers and toes. In studio, I can help press the chair away, or you can carefully press it away with it not collapsing. And stretch your body out and enjoy the spaciousness and the change of shape. And you take your sweet time to transition to seated. Bend your knees and roll to one side. I hope you're willing to pause here. This pause on your side in the fetal position, support your head, is a powerful moment of integration. A powerful pause to gather, to collect, to imprint this piece, which is of your making, and is something you can return to as you need it. In your own time, hands and arms will press your spine upright. Just do what you need to support your spine with a prop under hips, or sit in the chair, or lean on the wall. And when you're settled, bring these powerful healing hands to meet at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Shape your posture just a tiny touch. Grow a little taller. Open your heart a little more. Thumbs rest around the sternum. Shoulders are soft. Head floats. Remember your intention. Call it to mind. Take it with you. Also remember the proposed group intention of balance. So many layers of meaning, so much capacity to explore that intention. And repeat the quote from the Tao Te Ching. What I fight weakens me. Whatever I cooperate with strengthens me. We now join our voices, we join our energy and our spirits, and we salute each other and to all of creation, all people, all of the environment we live in and beyond, with the single chant of Om. Exhale. Inhale. The light in me sees and honors and bows to the very same light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste, and bow to each other. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you at home.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Mo.